Hi, it's Tim Russo from plunderbun.com, and I'm here with Brian Hester, who is also with plunderbun.com. Running the video and the computers for us is Eric Vessels, founder of plunderbun.com, and we're here with Jennifer Brunner, Secretary of State of Ohio.
I wanted to ask you, kind of transition for a different topic real quick. You've been doing an innovation job tour throughout Ohio. What does the role green jobs play in Ohio, going from a Rust Belt economy to a green collar economy, and where does Ohio fit in terms of preparing to lay the groundwork for such jobs to take root here in Ohio?
Well, the term green jobs is really broad, and what I've seen more of is more clean energy jobs. So some of the things that Ohio has a significant role in moving not just our state but the rest of the country toward alternative energy, and I mean clean energy. So let me give you some examples. Starting in Toledo, there's a company that makes solar modules, not the glass panels that we're thinking about, but these are literally strips that are on the base is on very fine stainless steel, followed by a.
They were featured in The Economist not too long ago.
Right. Zunlight is what it's called, Xunlight. But essentially, these are thin, flexible solar panels that are made of silicon instead of glass, and they actually split atoms in the process of making these, and they replace shingles on a roof. They actually become the roofing material and have a 20-year life. They're being sold extensively in France, Italy, Germany, and Spain, and there's a great potential for that. At the same time, a week ago today, I was at Red Lion Bioenergy LLC, which received $20 million, or is receiving $20 million of stimulus funds. Bill Sack and Stephen Chu flew in, Secretaries of Agriculture and Energy, and what they have perfected, and it's in collaboration with 2 California firms and also with the University of Toledo, engineering students from the university worked on it, is a process where they take agri-waste such as ground up corn cobs or rice hulls or wheat hulls or sawdust, tree limbs, weeds, and they put it in a chamber without oxygen, apply high levels of heat and hydrogen to it, and literally convert it to diesel fuel. And it burns 80-some% cleaner. It has the potential to replace 74% of the petroleum-based diesel fuel that we use in this country. Now, the 20 million was to move it into commercialization, and it will create 100 jobs right there with this particular project. But the beauty of this is that, and when you look at it on the inside, it looks like a still. I mean, for lack of a better word. Not that I've seen a lot of stills, but what it looked like.
From Appalachia, I've seen a few.
Okay. But you look at the extensive amount of agriculture that we have around the state. You look at the fact that we have 21 cities of 50,000 to 500,000 people, 251 cities of 5,000 people or more. You can place these around the state so that there's not a great distance or expense to transport the raw material used to make this. And then you look at the extensive roadway and transportation grid that we have here in Ohio, and this is a huge boon for Ohio. At the same time, in Akron, you've got a company that makes wind cubes that are basically wind turbines that can be placed on the top of skyscrapers so that you don't have to have them on a pole out in a great amount of land or out in Lake Erie. And at the same time, you've got another company that literally takes excess energy, captures it, recycles it, and can reuse it so it can be put at the base of a what are you guys looking at?
We're looking at.
Sorry,
we got questions from our readers.
Okay.
Sorry.
It can be put at the base of a smokestack. I mean, there's so much going on in Ohio in this area. It's not just that, but it's what we saw with Red Lion Bioenergy is really the marrying of industry and agriculture. Now, let me show you this. This.
Prop time.
Here we go. It's squeezy, looks like cotton. It is sure to grow. It's a new technology in growth media. Literally, these little dots in here are places where you can put seeds and water, and this is made of recycled plastic and can be used with the grow light. Can be used. It has the potential to have giant, where you can basically manufacture your growing process, so you can control the conditions. But this works instead of dirt. And so we're taking what we throw away, we're using it, we can grow green plants, we can grow food. This presents some great opportunities, especially with the agricultural technology.
This is made where?
This is made in Cleveland. Actually, this came from the Beechwood Business Incubator with the Beechwood Chamber of Commerce. And
shout out to Beechwood.
The Beechwood Incubator, really, it's the Beechwood Business Development. Well, I can't get all the words, but it's the business incubator. They literally house they've helped 28 companies get started in Ohio, whether they're foreign companies or U.S. companies, and they literally house companies and small businesses right there in their offices, connect them with things like BioEnterprise in Cleveland and at the Cleveland Clinic. Also, I saw yesterday a heart valve that replaces an entire artificial heart that's being developed by someone originally from Germany, but who's staying here in the U.S. In conjunction with the Cleveland Clinic.
Can we get a question from a reader?
Sure.
Nicole asks, she has a question regarding Israel and Palestine negotiations. It's in multiple parts. One, do you support a two-state solution? And if so, what steps would you believe should be taken? Would you support dividing Jerusalem, the right of return for Palestine refugees, or dismounting Israeli settlements?
I support a two-state solution. There's actually should be, if Jeff got it up on the web, a pretty extensive explanation of where I stand on that on my website, jenniferbrunner.com. 2 N's in Jennifer, 2 in Brunner.
I have one more question for a reader. What are your thoughts on the banking regulation, or as Adrian puts it, the lack thereof in Ohio and nationally, given the economic meltdown last October?
It's very distressing that so much money was handed out to financial institutions with little or no strings attached except paying it back. And when it was revealed that big payouts were going to be going in bonuses to executives, it was, and Congress started to act, there was quite a bit of turmoil over that. You notice Bank of America paid off what it owes by selling more securities. It's clear that the banks are chafing under any kind of restraints or restrictions put on them as a result of having the bailout money. Yes, we will make money on what we loan to them as an American public, but we have not benefited from any significant banking reform.
Did you expect that we would make money off of the TARP, as the taxpayer would realize a return?
I did, from at least some of the funds. I mean, when we loaned money to Mexico under the Clinton administration, we made money. We made money off of it. It would depend upon which bank received the money. But in this case, there was consumer reform that was passed, but of course the effective date is delayed until sometime next year. And as I predicted, the banks have gone full force to make sure they can take advantage of every situation possible to earn those extra dollars in small increments from individual consumers. And I guess it's what people do before they diet. They eat a whole lot and then they go on a diet.
This is one of those horse race questions. I have to ask it. We have your campaign manager, David Detman, here, Sandy Tice here. I have to ask, why, unlike your primary opponent, nobody on your campaign staff has endorsed you yet?
Would you guys like to do that now?
Absolutely. Breaking.
Oh, breaking. Sandy Tice.
Breaking news. Everyone here endorses Jennifer Brunner.
There's that old song, what was it, Hall & Oates, some things are better left unsaid.
Secretary of State Jennifer Brunner, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. And thank you to our readers. And we're going to hit stop broadcast. There we go.
Thank you so much.
That wasn't so bad. Thanks.
No, that was great. Thanks for coming.